Hello, my friends, and welcome to Not Famous. I know that I haven't talked a whole lot about missing person cases recently on the channel. I've been trying to kind of change up my niche and figure out what I want to cover. However, I cannot ignore this case any longer, the case of Summer Wells. I keep reading about it in the news. I keep hoping that there will be some resolution, and yet nothing has happened, nothing has changed, and we need to talk about it. We need to spread awareness of it. Maybe it tugs on my heartstrings a little bit because I also have a young daughter about her age that looks very similar to her. So let's just talk about what happened to Summer Wells. Summer Wells is a 5-year-old girl, around 40 pounds. She lives in Beach Creek, Tennessee, out of Hawkins County with her family. She lives with her mother, her father, her grandmother, Elisa's in the picture, and 3 brothers. She has been missing since June 15th, my friends. As of today, that's nearly 2 weeks ago. She's been gone now for well over 48 hours, or at least the first 24 hours in which the Amber Alert went out for her after she disappeared. She was last seen around 5:30 p.m. on that day. She was out with her mother and grandmother planting flowers. It was nice outside. And at one point, she tells her mother that she wants to go inside, down to the basement, and she's going to play with some toys. Her mother believes that she went into the house. Her brothers claim to have seen her, it sounds like, and she goes downstairs into the basement. Now, later on, the mother comes in and asks where she's at, and she doesn't answer. She's not in the house. She checks, and the basement door is unlocked, and it appears that she is gone. She immediately calls the father at his work, and after telling him the details, he tells her to hang up and call 911 immediately. He then immediately leaves his job and goes home to start searching for Summer. Now, at this point, neighbors in the area are kind of aware of what's going on, and they're searching the area around it. They say that Summer is not likely one to go off on her own like that. She's aware that in this area there are bears, they live by the woods, and other factors, and even druggies out there, and she knows very well not to venture out on her own. The family believes that more than likely somebody took her, that she was abducted. It was the next morning when an Amber Alert was officially issued for Summer. We've seen a few other things since this as well. Her father happily submitted to a lie detector test. He is fully compliant, seems to be very, understandably wrecked by all of this, what's going on, and has complied in every way to help the search efforts. They've searched a large area around where she might have, gone off to. Mother, as it's been found out, has been updating the case and sharing details about her daughter's disappearance on TikTok, one video claiming over 80,000 views recently. My friends, this is not the first missing person case in this family. In fact, Summer's maternal aunt, her mother's sister, actually vanished as well back in 2009 and has never been seen since. Maybe fully unrelated, but it is interesting that there's another case like this in the family. Now, as you know, in cases like this, generally as the hours go on, as the days go on, the likelihood of finding someone safely start to fall off dramatically. And so, my friends, is now that it's been well over a week, pushing on towards 2 weeks, I ask you to share the information, keep an eye out, and if you're one to pray, say a prayer for Summer and her family. Say a prayer or just keep the information out there in hopes that something changes and that she's able to come home safe and sound. But wherever she's at, every day that passes is not good for a 5-year-old to be gone. And as a father of 3 children myself, it's just unfathomable to think about what this would be like. It really breaks my heart, and as I've told you guys before, many of these cases are easy to just read in the headlines and glance over and then move on with your day. But if this was happening to you and your family, there's no going back to work. There's no going back to normal life at all. It doesn't matter what's going on in the world right now. This is a nightmare. It's a horror film. It's the worst thing you can imagine. And so I just hope for them that this has a happy ending and something good comes out of it, and that she is returned home safe and sound. Anyways, my friends, it's very hot out. I hope you guys are staying cool. It's always good to talk to you. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos like this, if we want to touch back on these cases, if you want the pop culture stuff. And as always, I have to give a shout out to my patrons who support this channel. Amazing. And you can become a patron in the link below if you want to, if you want a fancy sticker and t-shirts and all that nonsense. But just by watching, you're really helping me out, and I appreciate that. And I will talk to you guys again. And as always, my friends, adios amigos.